Hi, Leo. How are you doing? You have come to not only your weekly check-in, but today I'm doing a new moon reading. Yesterday was the new moon in Virgo, and we had a solar eclipse. So this is going to be some fantastical, powerful stuff about change. The previous eclipse was a lunar eclipse, so that was closing things out and finishing things. This new moon was a solar eclipse, so it's about the rebirth, phoenix rising, things blooming, becoming. So let's see what's going on for this new moon and solar eclipse energy for you. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below on how to get a hold of me for personal readings, assign the energies, how they are for you. Tarot was created a long time before you and me. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. And let's get into this. So y'all know I'm a Leo, right? So this is going to be exciting for me as well. I'm a Leo sun, Taurus moon, and a Scorpio rising. My Venus is in Cancer, I forget how that works, which way it goes, but Cancer and Venus are together in my chart. Okay, so let's get into this. And I have coffee going, and of course it's sputtering and being loud right at the end. If shuffling bothers you, please fast forward and take any noise you hear as confirmation. Spirit, please share with me, what does Leo collective most need to know for this new moon energy in Virgo? What are the overall and most significant things that Leo must know for this new moon energy in Virgo? New moon energy in Virgo. Please, Spirit, for Leo. What do you need to know? What does the Leo collective need to know for this new moon in Virgo? Please. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Great new beginning, right? Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings, particularly in regard to finances, work, planting that type of seed for things to grow, which is literally what I just said. So if you wanted something new to start in your finances or something to get grounded or get going and be stable in a relationship, here we go. This is the energy that's going to be permeating the entire reading for us, Leo. Okay, super interesting. Okay, so Leo, you are currently in the Six of Swords energy. So it means you are finally moving on to calmer waters in a situation. Okay, you see they're in their boat, the water is calm. Sometimes there's rough waters behind them to kind of depict that they're moving on to calmer waters, but that is what you're doing. Whether it's like a physical situation, mentally, emotionally, you're moving on. In your challenges and difficulties, you had the Empress. So she was out on her side. So she is the embodiment of all the queens in her upright. She is the divine feminine energy in the twin flame unit. She represents being a mother, standing in your power, pregnancy, the birth of things. So literally, like, if you've had issues with getting a business started or your finances started, looks like it's going to come to an end. So, you know, in her challenges, or in reverse, which you have it in your challenges, it can be a micromanaging issue, a mother issue, a significant other issue, real controlling, probably emotionally manipulative behavior, or just not standing up for yourself, not standing in your power. So you're moving on to calmer waters. You're still going to have, or are facing, some challenges with, you know, a mother figure, or standing in your power, standing up for yourself, and things like that. So in the recent past, YouTube, you have the Star, okay? And so the Star is all about hope. It's all about healing. It can be about wish fulfillment. It also is an indicator of somebody that might be like have an internet platform, or is well known, like a star, okay? And that energy led to Seven of Pentacles. So if you had some sort of wish fulfillment, or, you know, hope and healing, some sort of recognition, possible recognition, or notability, it led to a Seven of Pentacles energy, where you get to mull things over and think about what you have, what is going on, what is exactly happening here. It's a pause and reflect card. So, you know, if you made some sort of post and then it went viral and now it's monetized, or you're selling your product or whatever, you get to kind of be like, okay, what have I got here? Or if you've gone through a healing process and you've healed, which could very well be when you have that Six of Swords moving on to calmer waters energy as the state of being you're in, and it has to do with some healing, you're kind of looking back on like, wow, like, look how far I've come. Look what I've got. Look what I've done. Look what I've built. Look how much further it's gonna go. What can I make it to? You know? So, we have, in your goals, we have the Devil, which in a career reading, don't freak out. It's actually kind of okay to have the Devil in your goal energy if it's a career reading. That's about it. It just means that you're passionate and you're willing to do what it takes to get the job done, career-wise, okay? So the Devil, like, people freak out, but it's a card about earthly energies, earthly desires. It can be about obsession and addiction and feeling bound and chained to things. So, you know, do be careful with that, especially if it's in your goals and this isn't showing up as a career reading or work reading for you. If it's showing up as something else, we might want different goals. But if it's a career reading and it means about doing what you've got to do and being passionate about it and getting your hands in it and getting it dirty and doing what it needs to be done, quite all right. You see yourself in just taking a break, resting, contemplating, which that makes a lot of sense, right? If you're mulling things over, you could literally be in self-care mode or be in bed contemplating stuff. So makes sense. Those energies make sense to be together. Friends, family, coworkers see you as an incredibly logical, smart person that sees stuff coming, works their way around BS, is a straight shooter, tells it like it is, and is very good at cutting people out with, and having boundaries and things like that. Very independent person, independent of thought as well. So this is how people view you at this time in the Queen of Swords energy. In the near future, you have the Two of Pentacles. So I always have this come up when I have a lot on my plate and I have a lot going on, and I'm like, so it's the Two of Pentacles, and it's juggling, and it can be going back and forth on decision making, or it can be just like having a bunch to do and a lot of balls up in the air. The Ace of Cups is your guidance. So we have two aces. So you have a very grounded energy and possibly something coming in love as well. So grounding energy in love. And if it's a career reading for you, it'll be a grounding energy in a labor of love. So that is amazing. And your guidance is to be open and use your heart. So you might want to work on some heart chakra energy. If you can pull up on YouTube, they have meditation healings for your heart chakra. Opening that up might assist you a little bit in that time. And when you work on that one, everything else comes from that as well. So, and because these two are right beside each other in the spread, I'm inclined to also let you know that there's a message here of you going back and forth in your head about either something going on in your heart, or back and forth on the potential new love interest. So your outcome is the High Priestess. So it kind of is telling me that you already know this. This is something you know. Like, I'm literally not telling you anything new right now. And so if this is a career reading, it means you know what you have to do in order to move forward. These two are right beside each other. If this is a career spread, if it is a love reading for you, then you know which person is toxic, or you know who's toxic, or you might have some, you have some negative intentions in this situation. I'm sorry, it happens, okay? So also these two click together in a spiritual sense. If this has any spiritual relation, it's negative. It's using like the law of attraction, spell work, things like that, in a very disempowering, low vibrational, negative energy type of way. So not to scare you, just assign the energy, how it applies to you. There's a lot of you in the collective, so the way the cards work is whatever card comes out, it can be an important card for a lot of things. So yesterday in personal readings, somebody was asking me about their career, but also while the career spread was out, it was also working for her love spread too, and messages were coming out for that. So Spirit chooses the cards for a reason. So let's get some energy cards if this is about a person, because I see like you going back and forth and on love. It could be because it's like the Two of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. You could be going back and forth on love at all, just period, at all. Or it could be a new person, a new energy. So these are the tarot cards I used. You can pause and zoom in. This is the Oracle deck I'm going to use for the energy. So please, Spirit, please share with me, what is Leo's person's overall most significant feelings towards Leo at this time and during this new moon? What are Leo's person's feelings towards Leo during this new moon energy? What are Leo's person's overall and most significant feelings towards Leo in this new moon Virgo energy? Please, Spirit. It's so funny. I just looked down and they have Virgo as one of the signs in this card, even though Virgo is not an earth sign. Right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh no, it is. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, so you have the new moon energy and it's in Virgo, so new beginning, new financial, new grounding beginning in Virgo. So that card is a new beginning card, and it's an earth sign, Virgo. I just caught that. All right, Spirit, what is person's overall most significant feelings towards Leo during this new moon? Love. I love it. Unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, sleeplessness. So this is love. There's gonna be a heck of passion. So, and it's your goal. So just chill, be chill. And to a degree, I would kind of keep it a secret. She's about secrets. And so if this is like a secret passion thing for you and it's a new love, just keep it quiet for a while. Keep it to you. Have some quiet time, Leo. You'll keep it to yourselves for a while. Okay, healthy choices. So literally, right? It says self-love, self-care, being happier, love in life. So while this is coming out and you're being passionate, just make sure we don't overdo it. No overindulging. Keep it healthy. Keep the self-care going. She's all about self-care. Make sure you're keeping your boundaries up. Make healthy choices. The snake, competition and enemy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. Eek! So third-party energy in the house. Is this like a secret, passionate relationship, Leo? Or is the truth coming out suddenly? The runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. So let's keep going. Let's keep going to see what this means. And it literally went down over the runner went down over the Two of Pentacles, the back and forth. Coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. So I'd go out for coffee or build a friendship up. This went right over healthy choices. Taking it slow, being chill, being healthy, do it right. Twin flames. Well, like I said, she's the feminine energy in the twin flame partnership. You be having issues with the feminine energy. So twin flames, yin and yang balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. So let me just tell you, disclaimer, and I think most readers are getting real careful about making this disclaimer. If there's any type of abuse, cheating, hitting, things like that, that is not your twin flame. Do not assign that label. It is a hella toxic, right? So that is not a twin flame. Twin flames build you and stretch you and cause growth. They're healthy. They're not gonna hurt you. It's painful growth, like a mentor or a teacher or somebody that holds a boundary with you and expects you to rise up to that level, not sink down. So blowing kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. Okay, and that's going right down over the runner. So quit running, the runner, whoever the runner is in this relationship right now, which is also another indication of a twin flame, and it came down right beside it, right beside healthy. So healthy choices, twin flames. The runner, who's ever running, is probably, if you're back and forth, right? If you're back and forth on who that is, it's whoever the runner is right now. Okay, and so blowing kisses just came over the runner, and it's unconditional love, fairness, affection returned. So twin flames came over the snake. If you thought somebody was your twin flame, I'm thinking no, that person wasn't. It's whoever the runner is right now. It's not the shady McShaderson toxic person in your life. It is not. It is not. And then healthy choices and coffee cup, we already did that. So make healthy choices, take things slow. Whoever just the toxic person was, the other person was, the cheater was, that is not a twin flame. The healthy relationship and unconditional love is likely whoever the runner is in the relationship right now. That's where the love is, okay? So this new beginning, grounding energy and love. If you're going back and forth over who that is in your heart, Spirit has spoken. Spirit has spoken. Okay, so let's get some messages and what they want to say to you for this new moon. This is the deck. Please, Spirit, please share with me, what does Leo's person want to say to them in this new moon? What does Leo's person have to say to Leo in this new moon energy time? Bottom of the deck. I need to go my own way for a while, which, yeah, you're dealing with a runner. That's what they're doing. Like they probably needed a timeout like you, or they needed a timeout from the situation. Songs are speaking to me. I just got sidetracked. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. Send a song. You're the only person who really gets me. I don't think I can take your reaction right now. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. Cop out card, cop out card. So they need to go on their own. They got to sort their thoughts out, you know. They're in this state of like monotony and just doing what they have to do with their responsibilities. You're definitely on their mind because songs are like yelling at them when they're listening to the radio right now, and they really feel like you're the only person that gets them. They're trying to think of what they want to say to you. Just a piece of advice, if you can't say it yourself, go find the perfect Hallmark card, If you can't say it yourself, ask ChatGPT to help you. If you can't say it yourself, send a song. There's like so many things and choices you can make and things you can do these days. So they like just got distracted and sidetracked, and now things are big. And that's what happens when you don't pay attention to the weeds growing up around you. They end up choking you out, right? And so now they're in this space where it's like, what do I even do? They're gonna lose their mind when I talk to them. So they're just kind of like stuck a little bit, stuck in what they have to do, stuck in their mind about what to say, stuck about the universe kind of telling them like that they have to do something and then they don't know what to do. You know, that energy. So let's get some advice from the miracle cards. I can usually pull one of these cards and it keeps me from having to do an entire reading like this. Okay, so I'm going to ask for one piece of advice for Leo to take through this new moon. Please, Spirit, please share with me. And I just looked down and I saw about the solar plexus. So, you know, maybe work on your heart chakra for sure and your solar plexus for sure, especially if you're having some issues with standing in your power. Get your solar plexus and heart chakra in alignment. That's really good advice, actually. If you're having the Empress in that challenges position for you. Please, Spirit, please share with me just one good single piece of advice for Leo to know and carry with them through this new moon energy. That is one single, most important and significant piece of advice that Leo can use to hang on to this entire new moon cycle in Virgo and Solar Spirit. Everlasting life. So the advice is life is much more than the life of the body. Life is much more than the life of the body. Life is an infinite expanse of energy, a continuum of love in countless dimensions. We have been alive forever, and we will be alive forevermore. What is dead never dies, right? Just kidding. So basically, what it's saying is you need to check out of your earthly stuff. So if you're having some trouble and you're too focused on money and you're too focused on your addictions, and you can be addicted, and it's not just like alcohol and sex and drugs. It can be, or schmegs, you're supposed to say something else, so forgive me. I have to get used to it. There's more than just earthly pleasure here on earth for you, so tap into the divine, work on your heart chakra, work on your solar plexus chakra, and see what happens for you. Another big thing, the change that I've been making lately in my prayers and affirmations and declarations is asking how I can think differently about certain situations. So you might want to work that into what you're doing, So however you approach the divine, divine, please tell me and show me how I can think differently about whatever situation. That's what I have for you, Leo. If you like what you've heard, please assist the algorithm and assist in getting the message out with your likes, shares, your subscribes, and your comments. If you'd like a personal reading, all that information is in the description of this video below. Have a great new moon season.